beauties, it's your girl Jade Ashley, and I want to welcome you back to an all new video of When the Beat Drops. And like always, I'm here to give you my 5 hottest beats in music of this week, so of course you got to stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so let's dive into this week's beats. It's definitely been quite a few interesting things that happened in music this week, so I'm actually excited to do this video. Because let me tell y'all something, I be wanting to do videos, and then sometimes some weeks be whack, and I just be like, you know what, I ain't even gonna force a video, aka last week. But we did have some good things that happened in music this week, so I'm just gonna get right to my first beat of the week, and I have to talk about Lil Durk. So Lil Durk is coming, y'all. He is back, the voice is back. He's preparing to drop his new project. So how the title, how the album cover, the release date, and all of that came about was pretty much earlier this week. Lil Durk, he shared a clip of his recent music video that he was out shooting, and it features J. Cole. Now, if y'all know me, I love J. Cole. I tell y'all, J. Cole is one of my favorite lyricists. He's definitely in my top 5 without a doubt. So a Lil Durk and J. Cole collaboration definitely got me hyped for sure. So he shared a video clip of the recent video that him and J. Cole shot together. Is them and like a whole bunch of kids. I'm thinking it's more like a, I know I can be what I want to be. That's what I'm thinking. The song is gonna kind of like be like just seeing, him, J. Cole, and a whole bunch of kids, whatever. But yeah, so they shot a music video recently, and Durk, he shared the clip of the music video, and he actually had this like a preview of the record that they did together playing or whatever. And he was just pretty much like, okay, if I get 100K comments, I'm gonna drop the album cover and I'm gonna drop the release date. And sure enough, I don't know if Durk thought he wasn't gonna get them comments, but I think he knew he was gonna get them comments, honestly. But he got those 100K comments that he was speaking of, and he dropped the album cover and he dropped the release date. So he shared the cover for his new album, which is Almost Healed, and he said that the album will be dropping on May 12th. Shit, I think that's next week actually, now that I think about it, because this is 6. So that's like 6 days away. Okay, so he got an album dropping next week, now that I think about it. Saying it out loud, I kind of like did the math, and I was like, damn, that's actually next week. So next week, Lil Durk is dropping his new album, Almost Healed, and I'm actually really excited about it. I really think that Durk is one of the, great rappers of this generation. I know there was definitely a period in time where I feel like Durk could do no wrong in nobody's eyes. Everybody loved Durk, and then, as of recent, not that they don't love him, but he's been a little bit more vulnerable, I will say, publicly, with him and India breaking up, and then they back together right now, definitely, without a doubt. Ain't no way him and hell, him and India not back together. But he was just pretty much like, letting everybody know that he loved that girl, and he don't mind being vulnerable. He don't mind kind of showing that he was hurt behind the situation. He kind of took some time away from social media. He's back on social media, so you see him kind of speaking a little bit more. Granted, when he do be speaking, a lot of people would just be like, huh? Like, what is he saying? I feel like I understand what Durk is saying. Like, I'd be like decoding some of his words and stuff or whatever. But needless to say, he is almost healed, and he announced this week that the album will be dropping on May 12th. So definitely come back, because I will be talking about the project, because me personally, I absolutely love me some Durk. So definitely comment below and let me know if you're looking forward to Lil Durk's new project. And yeah, so can't wait to see what that's about. But other than that, we're going to move into my second beat of this week, and I have to talk about none other than Christopher Maurice Brown. So as I'm recording this, today is actually May 6th, which means yesterday was Chris Brown's birthday. May 5th, everybody knows Chris Brown's birthday at this point, and he actually turned 34. And in honor of his 34th birthday, he dropped a music video to his song Talm Bout. Talm Bout. It's talking about, but Talm Bout. So he dropped the music video for Talm Bout, if I'm saying it right, but talking about. Long story short, I'm from New York, so how we say it is talking about. But yeah, he dropped the music video for Talking About. It actually appears on his album Breezy, and I guess that was just kind of like his gift to his fans on his birthday. Chris Brown, he's kind of like in that era where he'll drop music, and then years later, a certain record on, an album will become a little bit more popular, and then he'll drop a music video to like an older record, aka Under the Influence. But needless to say, Talking About is a part of his latest project, Breezy, and I enjoyed the music video. It wasn't like too much to the music video. It was obvious that the music video was shot when he was still on the Under the Influence tour, which was his European tour. He shot it in Paris. I was able to tell it was Paris because of the Eiffel Tower, because of like the pyramid. I can't think of the name right now, but I know it's in Paris. And yeah, so it was obvious that it was a music video that he did shoot while he was in Paris on tour and stuff like that. It's a black and white music video. You had some of his dancers, and I guess, you know, some of the people that was a part of his team, you know, while he was touring, you know, they was, you know, dancing, they was walking the streets, he was performing a record. I absolutely loved the Louis Vuitton jacket that he had on in the music video. Like, I think while I was watching the music video, I just kept on saying, that Louis jacket is fire. Like, that's what I just kept saying, that Louis jacket was fire. But yeah, needless to say, you know, Chris Brown, his music is timeless. The music video was, you know, it was a visual to a record, honestly. But yeah, you know, it's Chris Brown. In some eyes, Chris Brown can't do no wrong, because the crazy thing about it is, as I woke up this morning, the rumor that has been swirling and that has everybody's minds kind of like boggled, and they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on, is that Chris Brown and his crew allegedly kind of got into a scuffle with Usher. So the rumor that's going around is, you know, Usher threw Chris Brown a party for his birthday, because like I said, you know, May 5th is his birthday, Cinco de Mayo. So a lot of people are in Vegas this weekend because of the Lovers and Friends Festival. Chris Brown, who is also performing, obviously Usher performing and stuff like that. So, you know, everybody's in Vegas right now. So he threw him a surprise party at a skating rink in Vegas. And, you know, everybody was there. I saw Bow Wow was there, Marion was there, Mario was there, Summer Walker was there, just anybody and everybody you could think about. And word on the curb is that, you know, outside of the party, you know, Chris Brown and his crew allegedly kind of got into something with Usher. And it's kind of weird because it's like, once that rumor came out, you also see videos from the party where, you know, everyone is laughing, having fun, singing happy birthday. Usher threw in the party. So it's kind of like, how is this a thing? Like, how does Usher throw Chris Brown a party? And then there's a rumor going around that Usher and Chris Brown's people, or Chris Brown and his people, I don't know what it was. But needless to say, I feel like it's going to be a talk. I don't know how long this rumor is going to kind of like linger. I don't know if anyone's going to address it. I kind of feel like no one's going to address it. I'm not exactly sure. But, you know, like, it was kind of one of those mornings where I woke up and I was like, bro, it's always something. But, yeah, needless to say, happy 34th birthday to C Breezy. If y'all checked out the Talm Bout music video, definitely comment below, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what y'all thought about this rumor too, because I don't know, everyone's lost at this point. We don't know what the hell happened, you know. So, and will we know what happens? Who knows? But yeah, other than that, we're gonna move on to my third beat of this week, and I have to talk about my girl Coco Jones. Now, I've talked about Coco on this channel before, and I love everything when it comes to just her success. I love to see her doing well. Like I said, I've seen so many interviews. I'm a fan of the Terrell Show, so I've seen her even, you know, speak about, you know, I won't call it a struggle, but just the trials and tribulations when it comes to like her career and stuff like that. And she is definitely just in an uprise within her career. Outside of, you know, the second season of Bel-Air just passing and stuff like that, her music career just continues to grow. And I love that for her because, you know, that's what she wants the most. She wants the success of her music career. I talked about the success of I See You the last time. And now this week she has dropped a new visual. So this week she dropped the music video to her song Double Back, which actually appears on her EP, What I Didn't Tell You, which dropped last month. I mean, well, not last month, excuse me. Last year in 2022. But needless to say, you know, the music is doing well. I know I've seen like, you know, videos and stuff of her like doing shows, and she's like gotten emotional. I've seen like interviews. So like she's just really just coming to her own as an artist, and I'm glad that a lot of people are, you know, recognizing her talent. And, you know, outside of that talent and stuff like that, the music videos, the visuals, you know, it's always something to have a good song, but to have a good visual to go with it. I know we don't have, you know, the music countdowns like 106 in Park and TRL and all that other stuff no more. So, you know, I kind of feel like, you know, some artists, you know, they kind of just kind of like let their visuals to their music kind of like go to shit, or, you know, Not a lot of people kind of like pay attention to the visuals, but I personally pay attention to visuals still in, you know, today's society. And she definitely dropped a amazing visual for Double Back. So first and foremost, I was already captivated before the music video dropped because of the promo clip. So she dropped the promo clip, and it was kind of like a tribute or ode to Play That Game. So y'all know the scene in To Play That Game where it's, you know, Vivica's character Shantae, and then Gabrielle Union's character, who Gabrielle, you know, a lot of people said that, you know, Coco should play like Gabrielle Union in a reboot of Bring It On. But, you know, so there's Shantae, Vivica Fox, and then Connie Spaulding, Gabrielle's character. And you know that scene where she was like, Connie's walking into like Morris Chestnut's office or whatever, and she was like, Connie Spaulding, and she was like, hey Connie, she was like, hey girl, I'm just running up to see your man. Is he up there? She's like, yeah, he's up there. She's like, let me go holler at that Negro. And then she run up there, whatever, and then, you know, Shantae be like, bitch. Well, Coco, she had that type of moment or whatever with the promo clip. It was just like so dope, and I was like, oh, I cannot wait to see this music video. And you know, she kind of kept the whole Office theme going on with this music video. You know, it's about the whole doubling back with the relationship. Like, you know, you're not doing me right, but I keep doubling back and going back to you. Can't relate. Y'all know when it comes to anything with relationships, I can't relate. But needless to say, I think the music video was just chef's kiss. Coco looked great. Every scene, the outfits were A1. I don't know who styled her for that music video, but she looked amazing. The song was great. The song samples SWV's Rain. It's produced by London on the track. Like, it's just yes to new R&B. That's all I have to say. Watching Coco Jones's new music video for Double Back just gave me like yes to the new R&B era. I absolutely loved it. So shout out to Coco, shout out to her team. Y'all definitely getting the job done. You guys are definitely hitting the nail on the head. You are definitely just doing a damn thing, and that's all I have to say about that. So if y'all checked out Coco Jones's music video to her song, I won't even say new song because like I said, it's on the EP from like 2022, but I guess like her latest single, Double Back, definitely comment below and let me know your thoughts on the song, the music video, the looks, everything, because she absolutely killed it in my opinion. But other than that, we'll move on to my fourth week of this week, and I actually have to talk about Ed Sheeran winning, you know, a lawsuit. So I want to say a few years back, I want to say this is what, I can't remember the year, maybe 2017, 2018 or something like that. He was basically sued for, you know, he was accused of copying, you know, Marvin Gaye's classic record, Let's Get It On, for his song Thinking Out Loud. Now, first and foremost, I love me some Ed Sheeran. Y'all know in my past life I did music, singing and whatever, and Thinking Out Loud was definitely a part of my repertoire. I just want to throw that out there. If y'all find me, whatever. But yeah, needless to say, so Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud was accused of copying Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Now, initially, I thought when I first was paying attention to the lawsuit, I thought this was a lawsuit that was brought on by the estate of Marvin Gaye, because let me tell you something, Marvin Gaye's family, they don't play when it comes to copyright with his music. Just ask Robin Thicke, Pharrell and them, because that was another thing or whatever. So initially, I thought that this was something that was brought on by Marvin Gaye's estate, but it was actually brought on by Ed Townsend, who was the co-writer of the record. His family sued Ed Sheeran, accusing him of copying the record for Thinking Out Loud. It progressed. Here we are in 2023. It went on to trial, and they just had this whole situation in court here in New York where, you know, they were like, you copied the record. You know, they were doing all these comparisons and stuff like that. I know there was like some type of mesh up where, you know, you just kind of like transition, you know, the mesh ups where you transition to two different songs and you kind of like hit the similarities and stuff or whatever. So there was a mashup between Thinking Out Loud and Let's Get It On. And, you know, I know that was kind of like, you know, one of the evidence that went with the Townsend family and stuff like that. And their kind of proof to try to kind of like say, you know, Ed Sheeran, you know, copy the record. And Ed was like, no, I did not copy the record. I know there was a rumor at one point in time where he was like in court that if he loses the case, he's quitting music, which I highly doubt was ever going to happen. But yeah, needless to say, he didn't lose the case. I read also that, you know, he had the guitar in the courtroom and he was kind of like just playing the record. He talked about the inspiration behind the record, which was finding love at an older age. It happened after his grandfather's passing and all of this other stuff. Needless to say, on, what was this, Thursday or Friday, a jury deliberated under 3 hours and they declared that he did not copy the record and he won the lawsuit. And yeah, that was that. And I can't get too like detailed into, you know, chords and stuff like that, chord progressions, but I've seen like a lot of musicians who was commenting and sharing their thoughts and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, well, you cannot, you know, own a chord progression. So, you know, that's why he won. But he was definitely influenced and all of this other stuff. But needless to say, I think that Ed Sheeran is a really great musician. Thinking Out Loud is definitely a classic when it comes to his catalog, without a doubt. Needless to say, I know he has so much more to do for his catalog to consider stuff, you know, classics and stuff like that. But Thinking Out Loud, yeah. He got it with that. And obviously Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On is a classic as well. But I mean, yeah, I mean, shout outs to both teams, but you know, Ed took the win with that one. So that's that. But other than that, we are going to move on to my last beat of this week. And for my last beat of this week, I have to talk about the 2023 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, I don't know what it is, but literally ever since I've been an intern, I've always paid attention to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I just know that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is definitely a prestigious honor. You know, there's a Rock and Roll museum that I actually want to visit. You know, I'm into museums and shit like that. So definitely I want to visit that museum one day. But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is definitely a prestigious, you know, honor. You know, black people, they created rock and roll. I don't know what the history books is telling y'all, but black people, we responsible for that. But needless to say, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they announced the 2023 inductees. And first and foremost, shout outs to Missy Elliott, because Missy Elliott, she will be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She will be the first female rapper to be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was the first female rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So like, she just continues to make history, and obviously she's a legend within her own right. She's done so much for our culture. So shout outs to Missy. Another person I was excited to see actually being inducted this year was none other than my grandmother. I don't know if y'all know, but I have a musical family, and my grandmother is none other than Miss Chaka Khan. And I thought it was pretty crazy that Chaka Khan, she actually has an exhibit at the Rock and Roll Hall, you know, museum, but she wasn't inducted. But now this year she will finally be inducted. I've seen, you know, for the past couple of years, she's actually been nominated and she hadn't, you know, kind of like made the cut. But this year she made the cut, so she will be inducted. And let me just read a few other inductees, because they got like a really solid good list for this year's induction ceremony. So you got Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, George Michael, Willie Nelson. I was like, they wasn't in already. Rage Against the Machine, The Spinners, like all of these people. I was like, damn, they wasn't in. And I think like the eligibility, it has to be like at least 25 years since the release of like your first record. So a lot of these people is way past 25 years without a doubt. DJ Kool Herc, Link Ray, Al Cooper, Bernie Taupin, and then Don Cornelius. Like, Soul Train was so intricate to music, but needless to say, they have a solid list. So congratulations to all the inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm definitely going to pay attention to when the ceremony actually, you know, rolls around and stuff like that, because I think it's definitely going to be something to pay attention to in music. Also, it's, you know, this is one thing that they kind of like made mention of in the press release once they, you know, announced the inductees, is that this is also the 50th year of hip hop, and you got somebody like Missy Elliott making history being inducted, DJ Kool Herc being inducted. So I definitely think it's going to be one for the books for sure. But other than that, those are my 5 hot beats of this week. Okay, Hey guys, so I want to thank you for tuning into this week's video. And of course, you know I have to end every single video by reminding you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It would greatly be appreciated. And y'all know I have to end this video by giving y'all my song of the week. And it's been my song for like literally the past 2 weeks. And that is Rip Me Out the Plastic, I've Been Acting Brand New, aka Lotto, her new record, Put It on the Floor. Literally, I just been listening to it. Like, that's one of the records of the summers without a doubt. I was going to do a video last week and talk about the music video because she dropped the music video last week, and the music video is dope. It's like literally her at Coachella, her and her team. Like, it's just lit. It's so many damn good captions in that record. I absolutely love it. And yeah, Lotto been doing her big one for a hot little minute, and I feel like she want to have a really good summer. So I'm excited for her. But Put It on the Floor is definitely one of the hottest records out right now. If you didn't know, I'm here to let you know right now. So song of the week, Lotto, Put It on the Floor. Once again, I thank y'all for tuning in, and I will check y'all next time. So bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.